professional sport is built on partnerships, and it's through this collective effort that the business of sport is supported. Now today we talk about a collaboration that is our partnership with car manufacturer Isuzu. To talk to us about this, we're joined by Ziphindiwe Ngcobo from the marketing department out at Isuzu. Ziphindiwe, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
It's lovely to be here. Thank you.
Let's just start and talk about why the decision to partner up with the public broadcaster.
As Isuzu Motors South Africa, we've always been an organization that's really had a vested interest in sports in South Africa. We've been sponsoring a lot of sports, and this partnership really goes a step further to reiterate our commitment to sports in the country. As an organization, we are very aligned with what Rugby South Africa stands for, which is bringing South Africa together for the purpose of the better good, the purpose of pulling together different people across the country for the purpose of one common goal. And every so often, in every 5 years, we're reminded of the power that sports has, which is really social cohesion above all of our differences that we have within the country. So as an organization, we can't not be part of such an exciting time in the country.
And it is an exciting time indeed, and even if you look at the fact that the Springboks are the defending champions of this Rugby World Cup, and now we're all rallying behind them. But from a Isuzu point of view, where would you like to see this partnership grow into, or what would you like to see it become?
So Isuzu is always looking for opportunities that can showcase its values, which is really about building a nation, and also not only providing vehicle solutions that build the nation, but taking that a step further and building the nation from a social cohesion standpoint. So any opportunity that goes in that direction, we definitely are willing to explore. But right now we're excited about this partnership to showcase what we stand for as a brand and what we believe in as well.
And I mean, Ziphindiwe, you've spoken about how every 4 or so years you get the opportunity to invest in something where you may not see that monetary return in investment, but it's community building, it's giving access to the ordinary South African to something they would not normally have. And is this essentially as well what you're trying to do with this partnership with SABC to say, it may not be for a financial gain, but it's giving back something to the ordinary South African and the community that Isuzu serves?
Certainly. I think this is more, it's above a financial return on investment for us, but it's really about showcasing the brand's values, what we stand for, and assisting the broader mass in accessing the Rugby World Cup and showing what is happening out there.
That's very interesting. Now let's speak a little bit about in terms of you and rugby. Would you say that you're a rugby girl?
That's the beauty of the sport currently, is that even if you're not a rugby person, you still want to get into the excitement. I've seen the pubs and everything is full because everyone wants a piece of the action. So it's not so much about being a fan, but it's about believing in the green and gold and what the country can do together through social cohesion.
And on Sunday, you'll certainly be watching the green and gold on SABC too.
Of course, it's a date for everyone.
Let's talk about, just before I wrap up with you, Ziphindiwe, just in terms of looking at your involvement as a brand, would you say that you want to look more into getting involved in sport in South Africa?
As an organization, we've always been invested in the sporting fraternity. We sponsor a broad range of sports, such as the Isuzu Ironman in SA. We also support the Isuzu Impact Run, which is a running organization. And we've got the Cancer Walk coming up as well. So we are an organization that really believes in the purpose of sporting fraternity for the purpose of doing good.
And finally, Ziphindiwe, just to our South Africans that are watching at home right now and to the Springboks, what is your message to the Springboks and to the South African rugby lovers as we look forward to Sunday's encounter between South Africa and Scotland?
So really, it really, for me, it is about that we are really stronger together. We really need to pull together for the purpose of good. And as a nation, we can certainly do more.
We can certainly do more, Ziphindiwe Ngcobo. We're speaking all things about the Rugby World Cup. Of course, every single Friday right here on Morning Live, we will be bringing you Bok Friday, and it is proudly brought to you by Isuzu. So we get to come behind the South African team that are currently defending the title that they won back in 2019. And we know that running into this World Cup, it has been somewhat of a difficult build-up for the team. I mean, Captain Siya Kolisi having that injury, which he recovered from so miraculously. Ziphindiwe, Ziphindiwe, just speaking about the South African team, are there any players that stand out for you or that you're just like, that's my player?
As a sponsor of a rugby team already, we are certainly behind our guys that are on the field right now. And that's the beauty of the sport, that it pulls together different people from different teams that would naturally be opponents. But when they're on the field in the green and gold, they all stand for one purpose. So we are backing our boys significantly.
We are certainly backing our boys, and so is Morning Live. Do remember, every single Friday we'll be bringing you a Buck Friday brought to you by Isuzu, and we just talk all things rugby and support the rugby boys the same way we did with netball, the same way we did with Banyana Banyana. We continue with that level of being patriotic right here on Morning Live. Thank you so much, Ziphindiwe.